Finding good minimal tech gadgets is tough because you have to balance it not being super overkill in design, yet it still has to offer enough features that it's worth carrying in your pocket. Thankfully, I may have outdone myself this time, especially with our daily bag of choice. So let's check it out. Look, as a seasoned hoarder, this may have been the hardest EDC I've had to curate. In the end, I was able to slim down everything to just the essentials while still keeping it clean and functional too. Starting off with the wallet of choice, this is the Peak Design Everyday Slim Wallet with a quick access pull tab, and it's made of a Terra-Shell Ultra fabric, and if it sounds intense, it's because it is. This is the kind of stuff they use on sailboats where they need it to be strong, abrasion resistant, and weatherproof too. That means over time, unlike leather that loses its shape, this holds its structure, but stays flexible too. And the best part is that it's as slim as a single credit card and just as thick too, but still able to store up to 8 cards with a quick access tab, so you can still get to each one instantly. And in Peak Design fashion, their pull tab is made of a machined aluminum that's super overkill, but actually adds some grip and looks really cool too. I also find the metal sticking out just a bit is enough to act as a gatekeeper that passes my scientific shake test. Unfortunately, the pocket is pretty tight, so getting things out in general is gonna be tricky. So while the obvious answer would be to use it as a cash pocket, I actually don't recommend putting it back there and using it in the front instead, and using the back pocket as a key storage instead. Because when it's all packed away, nothing falls out thanks to the elastic build that tightly holds everything in place. I mean, you can visually see how much thinner it is compared to a traditional wallet carrying just as much. Finally, for you conspiracy theorists out there, it does have a full RFID shield and comes in a few different colors too. With that being said, with how tight the back pocket is, I find it's actually perfect to hide the Nomad Tracker Card Pro. With the real value of this being it's actually the size of a credit card and just about as thick as one too. It's got a polycarbonate body with aluminum edging that gives it this premium feel, and these fake graphics on the front so it doesn't look so sus in your wallet. It utilizes a single hidden button to operate the whole thing. It does have Apple Find My integration built in with a fairly loud and sharp speaker, so it ensures you can find your wallet no matter how deep you've lost it between those cheeks. And while you could do the same thing with an AirTag, this is how your wallet's gonna look and feel. Unlike the Nomad Tracker that's a third of the thickness, and while it does offer up to 16 months of usage, it can also charge wirelessly, which means it could last just about as long as a regular AirTag would. Not that it really matters, but it's also waterproof. However, even though it's much larger than an AirTag, the beauty of the card form factor is that it fits into your other gear much nicer, like a pouch, other gear you'd never think to track, like a notebook, and if you just don't want it to take up too much room, but also don't want to lose your shit. Personally, it solves my biggest gripe when I use my fancy wallet, like my Hermes wallet, as it doesn't ruin the leather by stretching out the pockets. It does come in a few different colors, with the orange being the limited edition that matches the new iPhone 17. My preference definitely goes to the black, and they're also slightly on sale right now, so links are down below.
This one's a first for me because while I played with lasers when I was a kid, I didn't think I'd find it useful as an adult. But after testing the new Wuben X5 flashlight with 3 light options in this slim package, I kind of forgot how fun it was to own one. Whether it's to point things out easier, play with your cat, or double as a presenter tool, they've made turning this on super easy with the dual quick access buttons on the back, which you can access with gloves on too. Combine that with the chocolate bar slim design, it makes carrying this pretty comfortable in the hand. There's also a rotating dial to swap modes for, wait for it, whoopam, a UV light too. That's fairly strong too when compared to others, as it outputs at 2 watts, which is just a fancy way of saying you're gonna see things you may not want to see. Consider yourself warned. The overall shape is easy to grip and maneuver as well, and swapping between modes can be done one-handed too. It's built like a tank, so you don't have to worry about tossing it around, especially considering it's waterproof as well, thanks to the dedicated sliding door that keeps the USB-C port dry. But if all else fails, you can actually switch to using AAA batteries in any emergency as well. I am curious though, do you prefer the rectangular and slim form factor? I find it fits great into pockets and bags, but I can't see it being too tall for others. Anyways, links and details are down below.
Right off the bat, this retailed for $329, but the Tactile knife Rockwall flipper is easily one of the nicest knives we own. And look, I'm not here to try and convince you to buy one because they're mostly out of stock now. They only have the DLC in black available, which I think is much better as well. But these are fully made in the USA, utilizes magna cut steel, and they're just perfectly tuned to cut like butter. Overall, it's about 8 inches long with a 3.5 inch blade almost. In the hand, it's super comfortable, especially with the textured surface scales. And it's just got 007 James Bond vibes, especially given it's made of titanium. It's got custom hardware paired with a stainless steel pocket clip too. And it's super satisfying every time you flip this open. Drop point, flat grind, basically most of the things that people don't care for, but if you're paying $329 for a knife, you're probably the type to want to know. So while you will have to skip lunch for about a week to afford this, if I could only choose one, I would happily choose this any day of the week. This next one may be a little controversial, but this is the Pilot G2 in a mini form factor. It's like your classic Pilot gel pen, but 2/3 of the size. It's even better when paired with my favorite notebook because there's something about tiny versions of things that make it super relatable. And like the classic Pilot G2 pens, it writes smooth every time. It's still got a super satisfying click that's even better in the small form factor, a thick rubberized grip with a surprisingly strong belt clip too. Perfect, so you'll always have a pen on you as long as you don't let Steve borrow it again. It also makes for another tiny tool in your pocket and won't take up too much space in your man purse either. Pilot pens have always been reliable, whether you're writing on paper, receipts, plastic, and even signing a parking ticket too. Unfortunately, due to the smaller form factor, they don't make refills this size. Thankfully, it comes in the pack of 4 and you've got 3 more to play with. When it came to the key organizer, I wanted to keep it simple, yet super functional too. Right off the bat, it does come in 2 sizes. You've got the original thicker band, and they all include a classic tiny Nite Eyes S-Beaner. If you know, you know. It's got a built-in lock with double-sided clips, and while this one comes in this clear translucent material, they also offer it in a full metal design, which I prefer. I've swapped it in on this mini version, making it my perfect combo. First off, adding keys is super simple, but the best part is the opposite is true too, and removing it is just as fast. Secondly, when everything is set up, you can twist the included lock and nothing is coming out. Third, while you can get these Nite Eyes S-Beaners for pretty cheap on their own, combine it with the rubber cinch and you've tripled its value. While the larger version is perfect to wrap around your wrist, so you never forget to bring your keys, the smaller version is strong enough to wrap around your other gear, so you just have to remember to grab one single thing in the morning. Plus, when cinched down, you can confidently trust that it will keep everything it's holding securely in place. The elastic is surprisingly strong, and the beauty of the stretchy design is that you can wrap it around any of your other gear like your notebook, wallet by cinching it down, and can even handle heavier items too. Honestly, if you're brave enough, you can carry your whole EDC on a single strap that's fully tracked too. This is the Beams Japan Original Kanji Mount Fuji watch because it's got a tiny Mount Fuji graphic on the dial. And while I don't usually love NATO bands, on this, it sort of just works with the matte black shell, Kanji lettering on the inside, and glow-in-the-dark indices too that aren't overplayed. With a 42mm case size, it's definitely not the largest watch and does look pretty tiny on my wrists, but I do love the Kanji lettering around it that looks different enough but also stays pretty simple too. It's got 100-meter water resistance, so you don't have to worry about wearing this daily. It's got a classic and clean enough design that you don't need to know what Beams is to want one. And for the watch nerds, it does have a Japanese movement and is exclusive to Japan. It's one of the more expensive items on this list, but one that will probably outlast the rest of them. Plus, there's just something about Japan exclusives that I would happily pay more for. It is available on eBay, which you'll also see available in this colorway, and that's probably gonna be my next pickup. Now to bring it all together, we have the Bellroy Venture Hip Pack, the bag that I actually personally use on the daily. I still have my junk inside of it, but I realized it also makes for the perfect minimalist bag too. It's got a whole soft line back pocket that fits the phone perfectly. It's got some additional padding to keep it safe. A main large compartment, perfect for your mints. A mesh pocket on the top that's actually designed for sunglasses, so it separates from the rest of your gear. And it's perfect for my daily essentials too. It's got one additional pocket on the front designed for quick access with a divider in the middle helping you organize your sharp objects from your more delicate ones here. Plus, being Bellroy, they've never disappointed on quality. You've got reinforced stitching, waterproof zippers, plus this tough nylon material that is waterproof too. Oh, and they've also got an AirTag pocket that they've hidden inside the tag itself. And at only 1.5 liters of volume, for those who don't count in liquid, basically means it can fit all your daily essentials and then some. That also means it's small enough so it limits you from actually carrying too much, so it doesn't feel like you're carrying a whole brick on your shoulder. Personally for me though, I say we bring back the fanny pack style because this is super comfortable. It also utilizes a metal clip, which is great for quick access if you do want it on and off. Unfortunately, it's a little too easy, so I do wish they used a 2-stage magnet, but this will do. So let me know if you disagree with any of our picks and what you would choose instead, but that's it. I rest my minimal EDC